Yeah, so welcome back. Over this last, so many months, I've been meeting so many people who are Forex traders, and yeah, very soon I'll be hosting many people here. We shall be talking about so many things to do with the market. Yeah, I think, it's good to always analyze the market, for the public. If you're wrong, you're wrong. You'll be corrected. If you're right, then you can have bragging rights. You can tell your friends that I analyzed the right thing, and people made money, I made money, and you can be happy. Yeah, but shying away from analyzing the market is quite it's not the right way to go. You need to build that confidence, and you need to know what not to do. Yeah, so with the creation of this this technical analysis app, people have done so many things. Yeah, with the robots that I've been creating, people have made me the word is modify. Someone gets a robot, and after a month, they call you and say that, what, I think this works better like this and that and that. Yeah, so it has been good getting that feedback. There are some very brilliant people whose brilliance is, way above. They do certain things. They have a lot of, a lot of energy and a lot of conviction, especially to take on charts that so many people shy away from. A chart like gold. Yeah, I'll bring someone here who has really, he has really been going head to head with gold, and yeah, he has prevailed. At the end of it all, he has actually prevailed, and it will be good to share all that with you, so that you see the possibilities that are out there. You see how people are taking on these markets, how seriously people are trading. It's quite, it's an amazing thing to see. Yeah, sometimes when you lose money, you lose hope in the market, you lose hope in trading, you feel like just quitting and just stop trading forever. But there are people who are tenacious, who keep on, when you fail, you study why you failed, and then you modify that point of failure, and next time you succeed. If you hit another roadblock, then you find a way around it. So you just keep on modifying your strategy until when it works out. Yeah, so very soon you shall see people who trade gold, charts like gold. You shall see a very, very tenacious gentleman. Yeah, we shall talk about gold, and we shall even do some analysis on this program. It's one thing that I like. When you sit with someone, you really analyze what's happening right now. Yeah, because in a program like this, people don't just watch. Everyone who is watching has their platform loaded, and they're watching the charts that you're watching, and yeah, an opportunity that comes out of that can give them some money. Yeah, you can actually watch TV and make money while watching TV, and there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, but always have your own strategy right there, so that if someone does the wrong analysis, you can say, no, but you tried, but it wasn't really that nice. According to me, it should have been like this and this and that. Yeah, so you should always also have your strategy to verify whatever you're being given, so that you take on a trade or you leave it. Yeah, sometimes if a chart is going up, you will find about in about 100 strategies, 80 will be supporting that upward movement, and 20 will be supporting a downward movement. So if someone gives you a strategy on TV or anywhere and tells you that this chart is going up, then if it aligns with your own strategy, then you can take it on. If they clash, by all means, do not take that trade. Yeah, things may not turn out well for you. Yeah, so very soon, many people will be coming onto the program. The program expanded. Yeah, I think you saw it. The program starts at 10. Yeah, with my colleague Julius, and yeah, we're going to take on these markets. We're going to bring these markets down. Every time you trade, you want to really, you really want to grab the market, and you just hold it down, and it's some kind of evasive algorithm out there in the market that it just gives people a lot of headache. But yeah, we're going to do the best that we can to make sure that it becomes as simple as possible for everyone, so that we all benefit. That's the end goal. We benefit financially from this. There's no other way to benefit. Information might not be so beneficial because it changes every day. Yeah, but financial benefits from such a program yeah, those ones are something that we really need to look forward to, and something we should work hard to attain. There is nothing easy in these markets. Let's not take it as something easy. Let us respect the hardships in this market, and we treat it like that, so that when we know something is tough, we face it in a tough form. We bring our best self to face it. If you take something lightly, then you will face it in a very lousy way, and you'll end up losing when you realize that what you are facing was actually very tough. Okay, so let's take a look at this technical analysis app, and we look for some charts that are trending upwards or downwards and see how far they can go. The Euro USD is in, it's in a bearish kind of state. There is some neutral areas in the middle there, those middle time frames, and it's not really synchronized. Same thing with the GBP, USD, USD, JPY. We have so many charts selling, other charts buying. Okay, the USD CHF is selling in a synchronized formation. So this one here is a chart of interest. We can take a look at it and see how far it is going. So the USD CHF in a very good downward formation. It is really selling. I think yesterday we were looking at it at that support level. Yeah, this support level there, and okay, so right now it has really sold. It has moved beyond that area of support, and we could look for more movement down there. So okay, so it has recently broken that area of support. That one is a real break. I don't see how it's going to avoid it. Maybe if we have another candlestick opening and going back above, then it will cancel the break of that support. But we have price struggling to break this other area of support. Yeah, so here in trading view, you can have a very big colored area in between there. But in between these two lines is where the support is for this current price movement. And yeah, we should, we should just wait for price to really break below there so that you start selling. If it continues downwards, you can take your first profit there and your ambitious profit there, following these previous areas of support. Okay, yeah, and they're very, very serious areas of support, looking at the previous price movement. So, yeah, so basing on this, in between these two lines, that is where you should actually take your profit. Anything further than that, you can start selling somewhere there, and you take your profit somewhere there. It's about 32 pips, 32.5. But that's okay. 32.5 is about 325 points. You can collect some good money from there. 32.5, 325 times your lot size, 0.5, about $162, which is good, times 3, 500. Yeah, not bad, 568,000. Not so bad, so you can collect that in between there with a 0.5 lot size. If it's a 0.01, 0.01 times 32.5, that's about $3.25. So with a very small lot size, you can get $3.25. If your income, if the money you had deposited there was $10, you'd have your 32.5%. Which is not bad. 30% is quite a very big percentage. So that is how much you can make from there with a very small lot size, a very big percentage. Okay, let's look for another chart. This one looks very interesting. There is so much strong sell there. Yeah, this GBP, JPY, strong sell in the 1 minute, 5 minute. So here must be having a spike of sorts. Let's let's take a look at it. GBP, JPY. Okay. Yeah, I think it's around. Oh, it's normally one of the major currencies. GBP, JPY. Yeah. So we have a very big drop there. Okay. So there's a very big drop down there, which is yeah, it looks quite good. That's a spike in the 1 hour chart. 30-minute chart, it's a real downward movement. So the price of pounds is going down in Japan. The exchange rate is what it normally means. Yeah, so how far this, let me close this, how far this can actually go, looking at the 4-hour chart, the daily chart, we have the double tops. For those who love price action, we have double tops up there, and the area of support is this medium point. Okay, I'm going to put it at the body. Yeah, so we have the double tops, that's why the tails are below there. Yeah, so we have double tops up there. RSI, yeah, we have lower lows. Yeah, so this is another type of divergence. Here it looks like a flat line, and down here they are moving low. So yeah, we have lower lows. So if it goes down, if it breaks below that area there, you can collect some good amount of money. You can check the number of pips that are in between there, about 390 pips. Yeah, 390 pips to the top. So you can take 390 pips to the bottom. Yeah, 390, and yeah, if you put the area of take profit around there, yeah, it is on this same level here of this support. So this one here is quite, it's well put, but this is a daily chart, so this could take some time. So the good thing about this is that by the time these these candlesticks move below here, this war could have ended, or they could have come to some kind of conflict resolution or whatever. So things will be back to normal on the charts. So below this below this low there, you can have some further price movement below there, and you can take some good profit. Retracement levels can come from the bottom to the top. Okay, so we have this exactly at the 50.0, that point of resistance, and so this point of support. So the first area to take will be the 61.8. That one will be the obvious one. From below the 50.0, you can take about 90 pips to the 61.8. Then you can take other pips in between there. Somewhere in between there, you can take more pips. So there are 90 pips to the 61.8. There are 230 pips to that midpoint between the 61.8 and the 100.0. Then in total, there will be about 400 pips, to be on the safe side. So 400 pips to the very bottom, and that's a very, very long-term trade. So you have your price action there. You have, not a very nice case of divergence, but you have divergence there. You have flat tops, and these are lower highs forming there. So it's a good case of divergence. You have two double tops there. You have a resistance to break. It's only after breaking the resistance that you can sell. Before that, anything can happen, and you can look for the closest person to blame. You can blame the taxi guy, you can blame whoever that, you drove badly, and by the time I looked at my charts, I was in a loss because of you. Okay, let's look for one more chart. This is Euro JPY. It will be the same scenario as that. GBP JPY. Okay, Euro CHF. Let's take a look at that one. Euro versus the Swiss franc. Let's see how far it is going. Euro CHF. Okay, there it is. Yeah, so this one, okay, I'm going to move the period separators. So for this one here, this one here really went below, ever since that gap. It has really been falling. It hasn't moved back upwards like other charts. Yeah, and let's say the farthest it has gone, it might just be like some kind of a rogue, some rogue price movement. Okay, we're now on a weekly chart. I guess it's 2014. There is no good explanation for that. But, okay, so prices are really hitting lows that they have never hit. So this is, okay, in a weekly chart, no, it's still very low. It is still very, very, very low. So, the price of the euro in Switzerland is really going down. If we load these indicators to support the price movement or to give some sense of what is happening, we have some case of divergence, the continuing of a downward trend. Yeah, so here you can sell. So for any support for, this one here gives you the continuing area to sell. Here we have, we have these two tops, slightly moving downwards, and this one. So you have this divergence telling you to sell, and this other divergence telling you to continue to sell. Yeah, so you can continue selling. Support areas that can support your price. Start looking at that. That is the Fibonacci levels. So the 161.8 could be the farthest point right now to take on ambitiously. You're about 120 pips to that level. So that is something to just keep in mind. This is the last chart for today. Yeah, so in the coming weeks, we shall be having people here coming to explain their journey in trading and to do some analysis. It's good to see analysis from someone else, from other traders, people who have a different view. The trading strategies that are out there are just as many as the people who actually exist, and even more, because someone might have 5 trading strategies, and those 5, if you combine them with everyone else, then there are so many strategies. So it's good to learn all these strategies and better yourself, and make more money for yourself. It's very good like that. So I think that's it for today. Let's hope the week keeps on moving well. Hope this conflict is resolved and things really go back to normal. The price of oil, we've been looking at that every day of this week. Today it's at 104. The price of crude oil, it's at $104, and it looks like it's really shooting up. So that is something to keep in mind. So this one directly affects us. So let's hope that things go back to normal and prices stabilize, so that we can do some good analysis and make some money from this without expecting some fundamental event to just come and hijack the market and put so many people in losses. So that's it for today. Have a good day. Goodbye.